My name is Chloe. I am 45 years old, and if you're hearing this, then I must begin with the hardest truth of all. I died. I didn't expect my life to end so suddenly. One moment, I was driving home from work, rain splashing against the windshield, my thoughts scattered between dinner plans and the bills waiting on the counter. The next moment, headlights blinded me, tires screeched, and everything went black. I always imagined death would come like a thief, but I never thought it would be that quick. No time to prepare, no final words, just silence. And yet, in that silence, something far more real than this world began to unfold. I opened my eyes, but I wasn't in my car. I wasn't even on Earth anymore. I was standing in a place filled with a light so radiant it pierced through every shadow inside me. My body felt weightless, but my soul trembled with an awe I cannot fully describe. And then I saw him. Jesus. He wasn't distant or cold. He wasn't angry. His presence was love itself, but that love burned like fire. Every mask I had ever worn, every excuse I had clung to, was stripped away in an instant. I stood there, exposed, my life spread open before him. And then he spoke. His voice was not like human voices. His words carried eternity in them. He said, "Chloe, there are 3 questions I will ask every soul on Judgment Day." My heart pounded as he looked into me, not just at me, and then he asked the first question. "Did you let me love you?" Tears welled up instantly. I had spent so much of my life believing in God, but never really receiving his love. I was busy proving my worth, busy carrying shame, busy running after approval that was never enough. And he showed me flashes of my life, moments when he had whispered to me through sunsets, through songs, through the smile of my children, times when his love had reached for me in prayer, but I brushed it off, too afraid to be vulnerable with him. I wanted to fall on my knees, to scream. I tried, but the truth cut deeper. I had resisted more often than I had received. Then he asked the second question. "Did you see me in the people I sent to you?" The vision shifted again. I saw the homeless man I avoided at the grocery store. I saw my neighbor who always seemed lonely, but I was too busy to stop and ask how she was doing. I saw my own sister crying on the phone late at night, and I remembered how quickly I brushed her off because I was too tired. I saw his face in all of them, and my excuses suddenly felt paper thin. I had said I loved Jesus, but how many times had I ignored him when he came to me wrapped in someone else's skin? By now my soul shook under the weight of eternity. I knew there was one more question. What did you do with the wounds I allowed? This one pierced me the most. Images flooded my mind. The betrayals I endured, the illness I battled, the rejections I carried since childhood. I had often asked, why me? God, why this pain? But he showed me that wounds could either become prisons or altars. They could harden me or soften me. And suddenly I saw how many times I had let bitterness take root instead of surrendering the pain back to him. I felt undone. My whole life stood before me, and all I could whisper was, "Lord, have mercy." But then something happened that I will never forget. Jesus stepped closer. His eyes, burning with love, met mine, and he reached out his scarred hands. And he said, "Chloe, I ask these questions not to condemn you, but to awaken you. My love is greater than your failures. My grace redeems even the wasted years. But remember this, these questions are for every soul. Tell them, warn them, let them prepare before it is too late." And then the light faded. My eyes opened in a hospital bed. Doctors were leaning over me, voices shouting that I was back. I had died, but I had been sent back. That's why I'm telling you this now. Jesus will ask every one of us those 3 terrifying questions. 1. Did you let him love you? 2. Did you see him in the people he sent? 3. What did you do with the wounds he allowed? Friend, don't wait until death to face them. Answer them now, with your life.